Sorry, my mic was muted. That was embarrassing. But anyway, today I'm going to check out me and my friend's world. Played on it a few years ago, even though it says I played on it a couple of days. It's because I had to reload everything. It's nice to be back here. Oh god, yeah, this is so nostalgic for me, man. This fucking takes me back. Anyway, me and my friends used to play on this world a lot, and I thought I would check it out and see if there's anything I could uncover or anything. Just look at it, man. It's so nostalgic. The sheep farm, these little guys. I'm pretty sure I was gonna dye them at some point. Anyway, this is like my main base in this world. We call it the fort, but yeah, carrot farm. Or I mean, not really carrot farm, but a little farm here. This barrel's empty. Pretty sure someone stole all my stuff. The doorbell, of course. And who could forget the alarming amount of Scottish flags here. Look at my little guys. Look at them. We got red, we got blue, you got gray here. I gave them names based on the colors. I don't know, I just thought it'd be neat. Yeesh. Oh, the basement! Oh, it's been a while since I went here. Didn't really add much here. It's just like... Huh. Pretty sure this was gonna say something like don't steal or something. I don't know. I remember I was gonna turn this into like a little lab underground, and I was gonna have all kinds of monsters locked up here, like zombies and skeletons and stuff. I never really got to doing that, but still, it's nice to reminisce. Wasn't there like a secret? No. What about over here? No. I remember there's like a secret painting around here somewhere. My library. Jesus Christ. This is a very big library, if I remember correctly. I don't really know why I built this. Mainly for aesthetics. I always like to add a story to everything I do. Pretty sure I said that once. The armory! I remember this one. This one was very fun. Hold on, let me... Why... Yeah, I've been noticing that a lot. Music is happening everywhere but the main world. It's kind of weird. Turn that down. Okay, that's better. But yeah, this is the armory. Look at this. Look at the music disc collection we had here. Let's just kind of... Big Step's good, but Right, if I remember correctly, one of my friends did cheat to get a couple of this, like a little bit of this stuff. I think we did find a lot of netherite, but I'm pretty sure one of them did cheat to get most of this. I'm pretty sure only my armor was actually crafted using real netherite. Maybe my sword and my pickaxe, I don't remember. Most of the other stuff we got through, I think it was like /give commands. One of my friends found a command block that I accidentally left laying around and used it. And it wasn't that big of a deal at the time because we already pretty much did everything here, so it was just kind of like we upgraded our armor with the netherite, so that was nice, you know. Oh, and this is the checkpoint into the place. This is my little villager weaponsmith. I didn't really trade with him. He was mainly here for security. Though I don't really know why I did that. I remember building this place too. It started off as just this little log cabin, but eventually became into this entire goddamn giant structure you see. I think the funniest part was that my friends never really helped me with it. I mainly did that all by myself. Now, they did help. They got the dyes for the banners and stuff, and they did give me some resources. But I was the one who mainly built everything, and it's like, I guess yeah, that's fine and all. They did help me get the resources, but they didn't really help me build it. You know what? Screw this. I'm going into creative. Just so that I can give you a lay of the land. Over here, yeah, that's the main thing. If I believe over here is the main village that all of us went to for trading and stuff. We called this place like Spruce Oak Village or something. I don't remember. There's also a little trading thing, or I mean a pillager hut over there. We robbed them constantly. Very fun. This is the valley. Very nice. And we also have our other stuff over here, which was the main giant area, as you're about to see. Let's, oh yeah, here's the ship. We found the ship and we really enjoyed it because this is like it's a wrecked ship, but it's barely wrecked. Like it's very much intact, and I really enjoyed using this. We would add a bit of lore to this, saying it was like a ghost ship or whatever, but yeah, the main structure is up ahead, and that's where we really want to go. The city. I think we were very much inspired by Attack on Titan for this place. One of us wanted to add a bunch of different layers to the walls, but nah, whatever. I never really did get into Attack on Titan. I just built it because it looked very fun. Okay, wait. Who was it that spawned all the iron golems? I forgot. I can't remember their name. Why can't they remember name? Weird. Anyway. But yeah, I think someone spawned a bunch of iron golems for quote-unquote defenses. They just never really got anywhere. They just doing the same thing over and over again. Oh yeah, and then there's the ticket booth where we're supposed to keep villagers, but someone decided to use doors instead of fences, and now they're all trapped. The blacksmith and everything. And of course, everything with the fucking Scottish flag. Oh god, I love that. The mansion, right. The mansion. This is, I think that was like where we built a bunch of our homes. Like it was like a group home. Oh, in this place. This is the local library. We were planning on storing enchantment books in here, but we never really got to that. And there's the laboratory with a bunch of different, not a lot really. Pretty sure our like redstone guy was going there. I don't remember. Why can't I remember their names? Nah, I'm sure it's nothing. But let's go into the mansion. And I'm probably going to go into survival so I don't break something by accident. That'd be bad. Wow, this place is... Oh, there's some stuff. Bunch of junk from what I can see. Probably building blocks that we just didn't really end up using that much. Why do we have 64 furnaces and 64 crafting tables? Oh, right. Now I remember what this is. Remember that friend I said got his hands on a command block? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he spawned half the shit in. Because I don't recall ever doing this. That might also explain some of the stuff in here. Like the 64 crafting tables and 64 furnaces. I think that may have been his bad. Huh. It's weird. Oh yeah, and here's the TV we tried to make. I'm pretty sure the Redstone guy did try to actually make a real TV, but we all disagreed with it, saying that that's a bit much and it would probably lag the game. And of course, we have the giant Scottish flag on the ground. Not as long, but definitely Scottish flag. Then we have the buffet. We would replace the food every couple of days if we needed it. Mainly for building purposes. Was there anything in these barrels? Oh yeah, food. Don't know why that was just single foods in there. Okay. Yeah, uh, yeah, okay, someone probably left these signs here. Oh, right, more storage stuff. Let's check all this. This place is way more empty than I remember. I thought there was a lot of stuff here. I remember we collected a lot of supplies for, building, but I don't know where all of them went. They're all just kind of missing. Kind of weird. Alright, I think this was, my room that I built, and then we just added a bunch of stuff to it over time. I still always just preferred the, fort, but this was one of them. This was one of the places that I went most. Okay, this is some construction materials we built. I think this was leftovers from when we built the main place itself. And of course, the weapons stuff for extra gear, and the netherite stuff. Like I said, we tried to not cheat when we could, but to be fair, Mr. Evil Man wanted himself that command block. Alright. Oh, I remember this. Don't steal the toilet paper. That was funny. I remember that. That was kind of weird. That was a weird adventure. Pretty sure this is like the, just kind of hangout room. Once again, not very proud of the fact that someone resorted to cheats to get half this stuff. But the end result is the end result. Not very good at making music. Alright, and here was the, I love this little display case with all the armor stands, going through the stages of Minecraft, from noob to master class. It's very fun. I like that. Those were... Whose room was this? I don't recall. This one's also weird. There's a weird lack of people in these rooms, like... Oh, right. We didn't even really finish the mansion. We all just kind of stopped playing before we could, fully emphasize it. This is fucking weird. I didn't add this part to the build. I'm pretty sure someone else did. Probably not gonna search through all of these. Why the fuck are there so many player heads in here? It's creepy as shit. Uh, uh, hold on. C, right, C. right. Okay, now I know. I remember who put these things up. It was C. Uh, right. Pretty sure he put this up to prank me, trying to play his quote-unquote horror map that he was developing or something, or that he was building. He was never really the best at horror. This is just kind of weird. I think he always thought he was scarier than he actually was. He was always more or less just kind of a goofy guy. Well, that's... Ow. But yeah, that's this place. That's the mansion. And all this other stuff is the same. Oh, right, the tower! Yeah, the watchtower. I remember this. This place was basically just easy villager storage that we would add. I'm pretty sure it was, I still can't remember. One of my friends suggested this and said we should have like our own little story, and the watch should be part of it. Like these very, they're kind of like the police of this village. They don't really do anything, but they're very helpful. More broadened blocks. Jesus. A bunch of bows and stuff. Right, yeah. These guys would basically watch out for the village and determine any, like, major threats on the horizon and would try to, you know, fight them back. Just add a bit of story to the place, you know? Of course, in the end, we got, like, 1 billion Who the fuck spawned all these iron golems? Seriously, I don't recall. Who is C again? I'm pretty sure he was our combat guy. Great at fighting. Or, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who. Yeah. He was kind of like a weird group leader. And this, I remember this. This is Skytown. Very much unfinished, though. I think I've only built like 1 or 2 structures up here. And there it is. We have the coffee shop over here, which I did really enjoy. We have the... Okay. We have the coffee shop, which I really enjoy. I mean, just look at that. Look at that. That's so nice. The cafe. J for redstone. Right. J. Wait, that's not right. It was S. S was the one that is needed for redstone. What? Yeah, S was the guy for redstone. Why was the guy looking for J? I don't know. Oh, right, and then there was that one guy on the server who was just kind of a psycho. He wasn't even really our friend. He was more or less just kind of like he always acted as the villain, you know, always trying to foil our little plans. What the fuck was his name? I don't remember. But he was always like the villain of the story. I don't even really think he was my friend. I think one of the other guys invited him. Uh, but you know, he did make for some entertaining plot lines. So, he was nice. This place took forever to build, I think. Our original plan was to turn this place into like a little farm, but it kept snowing and that kind of messed everything up. So we decided to turn it into a like city. Pretty sure that's the dragon egg up there. This giant obsidian tower was the only other structure we built. I see these signs over here. What are these? Um, what the fuck? My head hurts. I think. Okay. Let me just think about this. It doesn't make any sense. What does that mean? None of it really makes any sense. These characters. No, 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 no. My friends. What happened to my friends? I'm confused. And I remember. Kind of. I kind of remember. C was always the cool-headed one. The ideas man. Kind of like the leader. And then there was S. The smart ass. Always had a plan and an idea and an invention and whatever. Great with redstone, but was very big pain in our asses because he was always so, oh, you don't know about blah 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 blah. I don't care. And it's just kind of annoying. But he's a good guy. I like. Yeah, he was nice. And then there was N. N was a dumbass. Can't even lie. He was just kind of. There's something wrong with him, I think. Mental problems or something. I don't know. He would always cheer me up, though. He wasn't really good at one thing or the other, but I guess he was good at gathering stuff. Pretty good. He was a good guy. Jay was, he was kind of angry. He's kind of pissed at everything. I don't know why. He never really enjoyed anything. Not really. He was good at fighting because of it, but it was just kind of weird. And then there was E. I don't know. He was just kind of like the villain, I guess. Always trying to screw up our plans with whatever he was doing. Too controlling and manipulative for my liking. Kind of just not a good person. And then, of course, there's me, the builder, the guy that everyone relied on for building and doing whatever they needed. I don't know why it took me so long to remember that, but